Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to be talking a little bit about your sidebar. Now, just to be clear, this is a sidebar. Now, if you're looking at my blog now, you probably won't see this. And the reason is that I have most of this already in my blog post and in my content through widgets and automation. However, if you're just starting out or if you're new to blogging, a sidebar is a really great way to not only connect with people and let them get to know you, but also increase conversions, increase your visibility, increase sales. There's so much you can do with it. So this right here is what you see is a sidebar. It's this little column over here that has its own little set of stuff here. It's independent of the blog post that's out there or the content that's on your page. So some things you want to include on here, I always like to have this little picture right up top with a little about you section. Especially if you're new to blogging, this really increases your visibility and lets people get to know you. So this is a really important thing to have on your sidebar. And then below that, I like to include my social media buttons. Again, easy, quick way for people to get to know you and get onto your social media and start to follow you and get into your world. Next, I have my categories. There's a lot of things you can add down here. Instead of your categories, you can add your recent blog posts. You can add, for example, some of the most popular posts that are on your blog. You can add things like widgets for your social media channels, so your Instagram, all that good stuff. Now, a very important thing that you want to have on your sidebar is a call to action. So right here, you can see I have my WordPress plan that's available for everyone, and I have a little image here of WordPress, and it's a really good way to increase conversions. Now, yes, I've got it up on my top bar, I've got it in my blog post, I've got it all over the place. It's just another little place that you can add it for people as well. Some other things that you can include on your sidebar are affiliate links, links to different products in your shop. If you have any kind of advertising that you want to include on your website, that's a good spot for it to go as well. And you can play around with this. I mean, you've got a whole blank canvas here. These are just some things that I recommend for you to have on here. So you can play around with it. Now, in order to get these things working, you want to look at your widgets. I love that word. So if you go into your back end and you go to appearance and you go to widgets, there's usually going to be one that says primary sidebar. This is the one you want to include. Now you have all of these fun things over here, and literally you have two options. So you can either drag them over. So if I have a shop, I might want to include my cart, click hide if it's empty. Or the other options you have is to click the little down arrow, select the widget area that you want, and hit add widget, and it'll go ahead and do that. You want to make sure that you click save. See here, I didn't hit save. Now I have, now it's showing properly. The other thing I can do is click delete to remove it. Same here, since we don't need it. Custom HTML, this is going to let you code anything you want. So if you have, for example, a sign up form from MailChimp, that'll work well on here. You can use, if you have the MailChimp is what you're using as your mail provider, they also have a plugin for a widget for you. There's a ton of plugins that are out there just specifically for widgets, so it's a great one to look at. Two that are really good are Simple Social Icons, which give you this beautiful list of social media links for you. And another one is called Tiny MCE, Black Studio Tiny MCE Editor. So what this does is it gives you a visual editor that you can use on here. Now, again, there's so many different options that are out there for you. This is not a simple add A plus B and you're all set kind of thing. It's so many different options, and it's all going to depend on your website and your blog and what you want to do with it. So that being said, if you have any questions about this, you can go ahead and book a free website review with me. I'm adding the links down below for you, and that's going to give you an opportunity to meet with me one-on-one so that we can see what your sidebar needs, what it really is, it functioning well, how can we fix it, how can we make it even better for you. And that's it for this week. All right, everyone, I will see you soon. Bye.